Hi guys, this is Aaron Linson with Technically Blind, and today we're going to look at the podcast player underneath the Braille Sense 6. And this is a really powerful application that allows you to search for podcasts and even import OPML podcast files. I know what I've done is I've got a couple of podcasts on the podcast application itself, but I've also taken my OPML file from Overcast and have put that into the downloads folder on the file manager here. And we're going to show you how to import a OPML file into the podcast app so that you can use this as your main podcast player. Now, why would you want to do this? Well, there's a couple of examples. A lot of podcast players, while they're free, some of the added benefits that they offer, you run a subscription for. And some of the interfaces can sometimes be hard to deal with the touchscreen. And sometimes the applications can break, essentially making the application unusable with VoiceOver on iOS and also TalkBack. And honestly, I like having a podcast player that I know is reliable, but also as well, I know that it's stable and that it's built specifically for the needs of people with visual impairments in mind. And that's what I really like about the podcast application on the Braille Sense 6. So we're going to go into the media menu by pressing M and then P for podcasts.
Media player, M. Creating feed list. Feed list creation complete. Feed, code newbie 16 list item.
So I've got 6 podcasts in here that I didn't move over from Overcast. It's because I didn't have these in Overcast. And let's look at the menu options and see what we have. I'm going to press F2 here.
File, F, pull down menu.
We have File.
Feed, C, pull down
and
menu.
we have Feed. Let's look in File first.
File, F, pull down
press
menu.
Enter.
Import OPML, I, dialog enter all menu item.
Here's where I can import the OPML file.
Export OPML, X, dialog enter X menu item.
I can also export as well.
Podcast search, S, dialog enter S menu item.
I can do a podcast search. I can also do that anywhere from within the system with Enter S.
Clear downloaded files, C, backspace C menu item.
I can clear the downloaded files.
Options, O, dialog backspace O menu item.
And we have options, which we'll get into shortly.
Exit, Z,
And
space
exit.
C menu item.
Press backspace to get out of here.
File, F, pull down menu.
Going to
Uncontracted, contracted Braille.
put me back
File,
in
F,
contracted
pull
Braille.
down menu.
I'm going to press .4 and spacebar to move down
Feed,
to
C, pull
feed.
down menu.
Press Enter.
Insert feed, I, dialog enter I menu item.
Insert a feed. So if you have, say, a feed that you're paying for, you can insert it here. I'm going to press .4 and spacebar.
Delete feed, D, space D menu
And
item.
delete a feed. You can also just do that directly with space and D.
Insert feed, I, dialog enter I menu
Those are the
item.
only 2 options that we have.
Feed, C, pull down menu.
So we'll go into File,
File, F, import OPML, I,
And-
dialog enter O menu item.
import OPML file.
Import Daisy folder 112 list item.
It's not in the Daisy folder. It's in the Downloads folder.
Database folder 212 list item.
Press D till I get to Downloads.
Documents folder 312 list item. Download folder 412 Overcast OPML 11 list item.
And there is Overcast OPML. I'm going to go ahead and press Enter.
Feed name, United in Accessibility 129 list item.
And what it's doing is it's importing the feeds here. I'm going to press spacebar. Or I'm going to press F3.
Insert feed button.
I can insert this feed,
Cancel button.
or I can cancel.
Feed name, United in Accessibility. Insert feed
I'm
button.
going to insert this feed.
Successfully added. Insert feed button.
Now what it's doing is it's giving me the option to insert feeds that I have. So it's going to do this for every single feed, which is good. So if you want one and don't want the other, that's totally fine.
Feed name, United in Accessibility 129 list item. Bible Thinker 229 list item. Insert feed button, cancel button.
Let's see.
Feed name, Bible Thinker 229 list item. Insert feed button.
Insert this feed.
Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name, Bible Thinker 229 list item.
So what I'm having to do is go back up to the list item and hit .4 and spacebar to go through these feeds, all 29 of them, and insert them directly.
Bible Threads with Dr. Bruce Becker 329. Insert feed button.
Insert this
Successfully
feed.
added. Insert feed button. Feed name, Bible Threads with Dr. Bruce, the ADA Book 429 list item. Insert feed button. Successfully added.
Insert this one.
Insert feed button. Feed name, the ADA, RIA Producer Accessible Audio and MIDI Production with Reaper DAW and Osiro 529 list item.
I'm not going to do this one because this one hasn't been updated recently, so I'm going to skip this one.
Accidental Tech Podcast 629 list item.
Going to
Insert
insert
feed button.
this one.
Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name. Accidental Tech Podcast. Blind Guys Chat 729
Right.
list item.
Insert this one.
Insert feed button. Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name. Blind Guys Chat 7. Jack's Chat Accessibility Podcast 829 list item.
Insert this one.
Insert feed button. Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name. Chat. Marriage Today with Jimmy Karen Evans 929 list item.
Gonna leave that one. We might search for that one to see what else we got here.
The Blind Podmaker 1029 list
Gonna
item.
insert that one.
Insert feed button. Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name. The Blind Pod. Pastor Robert Morris Ministries on. Insert feed button.
Insert this one.
Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name. Pastor Robert Morris Ministries. The CSS Podcast 1229 list item.
Gonna insert this one.
Insert feed button. Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name. The CSS. The Inclusion Hub Podcast 1329 list item.
Let's see. We will insert this one.
IZ. Using various technologies. The Inclusion Hub Podcast 13. Insert feed button. Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name. IZ. Using various technologies from a blind person's perspective 1429 list item.
And we'll definitely insert the IC Vision Australia podcast
Insert
here.
feed button. Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name. All the Hacks with Chris Hutchins
See what
1529 list item. Darknet Diaries 1629 list item.
We'll keep that one out because you might search for that one too.
That Real Blind Tech Show 1729 list. Insert feed button.
Let's insert this one.
Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name. That Catch Me Ride Home 1829 list item.
And we can insert this one.
Insert feed button. Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name. Catch Me Ride Home 8. Living Blindfully 1929
We'll
list
insert
item.
this one as well.
Insert feed button. Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name. Double tap 2029 list
We'll
item.
insert this one.
Insert feed button. Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name. Blind Grilling Experience 2129 list item.
Keep that one out.
Bible Study Podcast 2229 list
Insert
item.
this one.
Insert feed button. Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name. Blind Abilities 2329 list item.
We'll search for that one too.
Programmatic 2429 list item. Distractible 2529 list item. Insert feed button.
Insert this one.
Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name. What the Heck with Adam 11 2629 list
Insert
item.
this one.
Insert feed button. Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name. Compass Bible Church Men's Bible Study 20. Insert feed button. Successfully added. Insert feed
Insert
button.
that one.
Feed name. The Bible Reset 2829 list item.
We'll insert that one.
Insert feed button. Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name. The Constant. A History of Getting Things Wrong. Insert feed button.
Insert that one.
Successfully added. Insert feed button. Feed name. The Constant. A History of Getting The Constant. A History
so
of Getting
we
Things
are-
Wrong. Insert cancel button.
Done with finding those.
Accidental Tech Podcast 128 list item.
Cancel button. So now we have 28 podcasts and we can move through these by
Bible Study Podcast 228. Bible Threads with Dr. Bruce Becker 328 list. Accidental
Going
Tech
back up.
Podcast 128 list item.
and first letter navigation. So B.
Bible Study Podcast 228
So
list
say-
item. Bible Threads with Dr. Bruce Becker 320. Bible Thinker 428 list item. Blind Guys Chat 528 list
When I
item.
had to look at Blind Guys Chat, I would press F3. And that would move me into the episode list
Updating feed.
and update the
Episode
feed.
073. Eureka, I found it. Not downloaded 173 list item.
And if I press F3 again, it will bring me into a description of the podcast and allow me to do a couple things. So let's see what that is.
Description. Hello, dear blind guys chatters multi-line edit box.
So it gives me the ability to go through the show notes here in Braille and
begin the show with some very sad news. Our friend.
And then I can move through that as I wish. And I'm going to press F3 again.
Download button.
And I can download this podcast.
Podcast search. Enter S. Download button.
Podcast search from here. This will allow me to find another podcast.
Exit button.
I can exit. This will exit the program.
Feed. Line guys chat 528.
Then we'll wrap around the feed back again. So F3 and space F3 do the tab and shift tab.
Episode description.
So
hello, dear blind. Download button.
We can download this. You've got a couple options, and we'll go through those options when we look at the settings for podcasts. But right now, what this is going to do is it's going to download this episode and put it in the podcast folder inside of the flash disk. Now, it's not going to play it. We could have it do that, or we could have it open it in the media player. And we'll look into that when this is downloaded. And I'll show you what those options are.
Start content download. 0. 5, 10, 15, 20, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Content download complete.
Okay, so now it's saying that the content download is complete. So I'm going to press F3 and spacebar.
Play button.
To go back up. And now I have a play button. I can press the enter key to play this and also stop it as well.
Checking the download file.
It's going to check the file and play it.
Checking the download file. Play button. Download button. Play button. Checking the download file. Play button.
Well, I thought I was going to.
Download button.
Let's try downloading it again. Press enter.
Checking the download file. Download button.
Let's try this again.
Play button. Checking the download file. Play button.
So for some reason, that one's not working.
Description. Hello, dear episode 073. Eureka, I found it. Not played 173 list item.
Let's hit .4 and spacebar.
072. Yap. Not download 273. Description. It's time for another download button. Start content download. 0. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 56, 65, 70, 7, 8, 9. Content download complete.
Okay. And
podcast search. Enter download button. Play button.
I'm going to press play on here. Press enter.
Checking the download file. Play button.
Okay. So it may not.
072. Yap. Not play 273 list item. Feed. Line guys tag 528 list. Accidental tech podcast 128 list item.
Accidental tech podcast.
Updating feed.
Update this feed here.
Episode. The strap situation not downloaded to 540 list items.
Do F3.
Description. Pre-show. Download button.
To download
Start
this.
Content download. 0. 5, 10,
See
15,
this
20,
one
20,
plays.
30, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 80, 95. Content download complete. Podcast search. Enter. Download button. Play button.
And play it.
Checking the download file. Play button.
And it's not. Okay, so let's look at something here. So let's hit F2.
File. F. Pull down menu.
And go into our options.
Import OPML. Import OPML. Exit. Z. Options. O. Dialog backspace O menu item.
I'm going to hit F dot 1 and spacebar to get into the options. Could have just also hit backspace and O as well.
Options dialog. Download. Download only 1.4 list item.
So we have download only. Going to hit .4 and spacebar to go through the options.
Download and play 2.4 list item.
We have download and play.
Download and play with media player 3.4 list item.
Download the file and play it within the media player.
Direct stream 4.4 list item.
Or directly stream it.
Download and play 2.4 list item.
Let's just try downloading and playing it. Going to press F3. Let's see what other options we have.
Show progress on Braille display. On 2.2 list item.
Progress on the Braille display. On, that's totally fine.
Confirm button.
And confirm.
Play button.
So let's try downloading this.
Download button.
Again.
Checking the download file. Play. Time 0000
And
0002.
Spent all day
Button.
fighting with this.
Play button.
and I pressed F3 to pause, to navigate over to the pause button and pause this podcast. If I go and hit Shift F2, well, Shift F2, no, I meant Shift Tab by pressing Spacebar and F3.
Time 00000102 2349 edit box.
So I get the time that I've been listening and the time of the podcast, which is a 2 hour and 23-minute podcast. I can move within any given time within this edit field. So let's just say I wanted to edit this time here.
Allegedly, there are some options with regard to
Good.
code for the Vision Pro.
Just pause this. And now I'm sitting at an hour and 30 minutes. And it's flashing at me because I moved it by a specific amount of time.
That's the glass too.
And
File F. Pull down menu. Feed. File F. Cancel. Time 00. Play button. Download button.
going to get out of that. What I thought I could do,
Play button. Time 00. 26.
It's-
5902. 23. Description. Pre-show. Swift UI. Time
is
00. 26.
edit that. And I think I can. So it's sitting at 26 seconds, 26 minutes and 59 seconds. Seeing if I can move over. I can't, unfortunately, at the moment, which is fine. But it would be cool to be able to edit that time length and move by time. But if not, that's fine.
Play button. Download
Um,
button.
But I do have the option
Podcast search. Enter
can
X. Dialog button.
search a podcast
Exit button.
and exit the application altogether. Let's do a search podcast
Podcast
here.
search. Enter S. Dialog button. Podcast search dialog. Podcast search site iTunes 1-3 combo box.
So we have a couple of options. We have iTunes,
Podcast search site digital podcast 2-3 combo
we
box.
have digital podcasts,
gpotter.net 3-3
and we have
combo box.
Potter,
iTunes 1-3 combo box.
iTunes.
Search mode. Category mode 1-2 combo box.
We have a couple of search modes here. We have category mode and we have
Word input mode 2-2 combo box.
word input mode. Word input mode is useful if you know the name of the podcast, which I do.
Search word edit box.
So I'm going to put in Darknet
Darknet.
Diaries and press enter here.
Searching.
It's going to go off and
Result list.
find
Darknet
it.
Diaries 1-1 list item.
We have the podcast I'm looking for. And I'm going to go and press enter.
Successfully added.
Now
Result
that has
list.
been
Darknet Diaries 1-1
added.
list item.
I can press F4 to get out of here.
Accidental Tech Podcast 129 list item.
And now I see 29 podcasts. I can press D.
Darknet Diaries 929 list
And
item.
there's Darknet Diaries. I can press
Updating
F3 to get into that episode
Unreal
list.
Not downloaded to 136 list item.
And here is the
Deviant not downloaded 136 list item.
latest episode here.
Description.
It's not
Deviant One
downloaded.
is a physical download button.
I can download this, press enter.
Start content download. 0.
And these
5,
download
6,
really
20,
fast.
6, 8, no, content download complete.
Then I'm
Play.
going to
Time. Zeros pause button. Play button.
quickly move over by pressing F3 and hit that pause play button. So it's a really great application,
Time. Description.
the podcast application.
Episode. Deviant partial.
And what you could do is,
Feed.
Since
Darknet Diaries.
I have
929
already-
list item.
since I have already actually listened to this particular podcast, I can actually go into the feed
File. F. Pull down menu. Feed. C. Pull down menu.
with F2, a menu system.
Insert feed.
And-
delete feed. D. Insert feed. I. Dialog enter I menu item.
Actually-
Delete feed. D. Delete feed.
Actually,
Yes.
no,
Found button.
I don't want to delete
No
the
count
feed.
button. Feed. Darknet Diaries 929 list item. Compass Bible Church Men's Bible Study. Darknet Diaries 929 file.
There's
F.
file.
Import OPM exit. Options. O. Clear downloaded files.
Clear
C.
the downloaded
Backspace C menu.
files.
Files to delete. This feed only prompt button.
And I've got two options: to clear the downloaded files for this feed only, or for all feeds. If I do the spacebar and .4,
All feeds prompt button.
I get all feeds, but I want
This feed only
just
prompt button.
this feed.
Deleted. Feed. Darknet Diaries 929 list
So if I
item.
go back into the episodes list by pressing F3,
Updating feed.
it's going to update
Deviant
the
not
feed.
downloaded 136 list item.
And now it's saying that the first episode in that list is not downloaded.
Feed.
So
Darknet
I'm going to do the
Diaries
same thing
929
with
list item.
accidental.
Accidental Tech Podcast
Podcast.
129 list item. File.
Go to
F.
File.
Import OPML exit. Clear downloaded files.
Gonna-
C. Backspace C menu item.
Clear the downloaded file, and I could press backspace with C to do this as well.
Files to delete. This feed only prompt button.
I'm going to delete this feed only
Deleted. Feed. Accidental Tech Podcast 129 list item.
and hit F3.
Updating feed.
It's going to update the feed, look through the list.
The points don't matter not downloaded 540 list item. The points don't matter not downloaded 540 list item.
Okay.
The strap situation not downloaded 540 list item. The points don't matter not downloaded 540 list item. The strap situation. We studied thousands of heads not downloaded 35. The points don't matter not downloaded
Oh,
540 list item.
So they've just uploaded a new one here, so I can actually
Description. Pre-show. Good Swift UI Days multi-line edit box.
Yeah.
Download button.
hit that download button there.
Start content download.
It's going to start it, and then F3
Content 20, 30, 40, 50, 6,
It's
7,
done.
8, 8, 9. Content download complete. Play.
going to auto
Time.
play
Zeros. Pause button.
I'm in a really good.
and
Play button.
pause that. And then if I wanted to, I could just exit the application by pressing F,
File manager.
One.
F.
and we're out of the file manager. So that is just a quick look of how to use the podcast player within the Braille Sense 6. It is a very powerful application. It's a really good way to save podcasts and find new ones and listen to them on the go with your Braille Sense 6. You don't have to worry about storage. You don't have to worry about another application on your phone and trying to figure it out, because the podcast application on the Braille Sense 6 is easy to use, easy to navigate, and easily able to be understood by anybody. And you can also listen to podcasts and do stuff at the same time, which is a really awesome thing to be able to do on this powerful Braille Sense 6 note taker. So if you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or put something in the comment section and let me know what you want to see on the next episode when we explore the Braille Sense 6.